Let me read you my second I am statement. It says, I am Spirit-filled and sanctified. And then underneath it, it says, I will live with the full blessing of freedom thanks to a work of grace. This is real Wesley type thinking, as opposed to some other theologies which will say we're always just worms in God's eyes. Wesley and the people who followed in his footsteps said, no, when we are Spirit-filled, we are sanctified, we are cleansed. We can not only be loved and forgiven, but we can be further cleansed by God's grace so that we can live lives of freedom instead of lives giving into temptation. This is important for me to remind myself, because I don't want to always just say, you know what, I'm loved and forgiven so I can do my own thing. No, I'm loved and forgiven, and so secondly, I am Spirit-filled and sanctified. I am filled with God's Spirit in order to live a holy and loving life, a life that abounds in love towards others, a life that abounds in holiness, goodness. But I can't do that myself. I need to remember that it is the work of grace in me. It is the Spirit's work in my heart that frees me to do this. If I try to do it myself, I fail. I love what Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 23. May God himself, the God of peace, sanctify you through and through. May your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it. That verse reminds me day after day that I, through God's Spirit, am sanctified through and through, blameless if I will follow in God's ways with his help. Friends, don't just stop at I'm loved and forgiven, but every day remind yourself I am Spirit-filled and I'm sanctified. If you have asked God to cleanse you and sanctify you, he will do it. He will do it, and he'll give you the grace to live a holy and loving life. Remind yourself of it every day so that you can live the life that God has called you to live.